that in the past, people have done okay in the scores, but not had a good attitude and got a no change. Or, instead of going up to a decided rank, got a recommended because there's no sense in being a black belt if you're not black belt between your ears. So this is the result. This belt ceremony now is the result of all that score tabulation and discussion, because myself and Mr. Shipley and Ms. Perez during the scoring table talk about what's going on in testing, and then we kind of finalize our ideas at the end, and then here you go. So before we start the belt ceremony, I will say this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call out their name. I'll bring them up. They're going to get their new belt, hopefully. And then after they get their new belt, they're going to go to Ms. Perez. Everybody say, hi, Ms. Perez.
Hi, Ms. Perez.
Ms. Perez is the second black belt. He's here at school. Give Ms. Perez a big round of applause. Ms. Perez will give you your folder. Ms. Perez will give you your folder. And inside the folder is a certificate with your picture on it and some other stuff in here. Feel free to read it. It's not War and Peace, but it is important. This, however, is the most important thing to me. And it is, how does our school rank with you? I would like to think that we're perfect. We do everything 100% to everybody's satisfaction. I know that's not true. If there's anything that you want to address, please feel free to fill this out. You can hand it in to us. You can mail it to us to be anonymous. You can sign your name or not. I personally don't care, but I will tell you some of the major changes that we've had in the school have become as a direct result of this piece of paper. Or if you think, man, I love the Family Martial Arts Center, and you give us all strongly agree, well, I'll take that too. What I'm asking for is feedback, honest feedback, okay? If there's something you want to talk about, that's your moment to do it. Or call and come in and talk in the office. I mean, anybody that's been a parent any length of time, we've had more than a few conversations in that office. My ears are always open. So anyway, once you get this, and then your results are done. Once you get your belt, you'll notice it's wrapped in plastic. Some of them have rubber bands, some don't. It's your belt. You can do with it whatever you want. You can put it on. You can not put it on. It's up to you. But I will say this. If you take it out of the plastic and you take it over there and you throw the plastic away and the rubber bands, I would greatly appreciate it because I don't want any plastic and rubber bands left on the floor. You guys understand, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, a couple of other things before we get started, and that is understanding the belt rank system. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold that thought for a minute. Let me see. All right, James, stand up.
Yes, sir.
Stand right here. Turn around. There's my decided orange belt right there. Okay. A belt with a stripe down the middle, with the exception of black belt and the poon belt, was the half red, half black belt. That's a decided belt. Everybody starts as a white belt. And that's called a 10th belt. Every belt has a number. So if you imagine a white belt right here, that's a 10th belt. This is a 9th recommended. That's a 9th decided. And then imagine an orange belt with no black stripe. That's an 8th recommended. That's an 8th decided. So you might hear me say 2-step jump. What that means is white belt, 1, 2. Or maybe a 3-step jump. That would be an awesome testing, where you go from a white belt here to a solid colored orange belt. That would be awesome. Occasionally, once every so often, we get a 4-step jump. A 4-step jump would be from a white belt to there. Very good. Give me a high five. Give James a big round of applause. But regardless of what your belt is, color on it, whatever, black belt, second degree like Mr. Fleming, or white belt like Joseph, or anywhere in between, real quick, you guys, tell me what your belt means. What does your belt mean? What does a belt mean? This is where you guys talk and I listen. What does a belt mean? Speak up. Yes?
It's what you've worked for, and it shows how hard that you worked to get where you are.
Okay, shows how hard you worked. What else?
How much dedication you have.
Ooh, good answer. What else? That's funny. What's your belt mean to you? You're a second degree black belt.
Yes, sir. A black belt, by definition, is a dirty white belt. It shows how much you've worked for, how much experience you've given, how much time you put into something.
Good answer. Any other answers? Come on, you guys. Make me look bad. You're not saying that. Anna, what's your belt mean? It's got to mean something.
It means how, like Rebecca said.
Wait a minute. Stand up. Stand up. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Take the belt off. Quick. Okay. Miss Campbell, throw that away. Is that all right with you?
No.
Why not?
I worked my butt off for that.
Thank you. So, here's the definition of a belt. Your belt means no more or no less